Welcome back. So I'm here in the Price Chopper kitchen with the one and only Chef Jasper Mirabile, and today we are having some fun. We are looking at flan and pecorino tiramisu.
No, pecorino flan.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Crunchy tiramisu.
And crunchy tiramisu.
Yeah.
This is going to be awesome. Okay, so where do we get started?
So to make a flan, you know, a flan is just almost like an egg custard that we're going to bake with cheese in it. So it's very, very simple. The ingredients, of course, we're going to put a little bit of egg in here. And then we'll add just a little bit of cream. And, you know, cream or milk makes it nice and fluffy.
Okay.
A little pinch of salt.
Pinch of salt.
Maybe some fresh herbs. I like chives. I like a little bit of thyme, fresh mint. It really doesn't matter.
Okay. And
you know, whatever herbs you like.
And we were talking about some of the different dishes you serve for Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
This makes it awesome for hosts if they know what they're doing when it comes to side dishes and desserts.
Because side dishes make it, you know, make the whole meal. Everybody cooks the traditional turkeys, and, you know, and the Cornish hens, etc. But making the side dishes, that's really something else.
Okay, now what's our next step over here?
A little bit of Pecorino Romano.
Okay.
You got to have that Pecorino in there. I like putting a little bit of mozzarella or a little bit of ricotta cheese.
Okay, ricotta,
Yeah.
but we're talking about Pecorino Romano. So what makes that one of the most distinctive flavors?
So the difference really with the Pecorino, it's very salty. So you didn't see me put much salt in here.
Just a pinch.
And
just a pinch.
Pecorino actually comes from the sheep. It's sheep's milk ricotta cheese.
Okay, well, it smells great already.
Oh, it really is. Now, you can either put a little bit of oil or a little bit of lemon in your ramekin. And all we do now, it looks like a lot, I know, but look what we do.
Okay, so we're just coating it. Yeah.
We're just coating it. And of course, we're not going to throw this away. Put this right back in here. We'll keep that. And then we're just going to add our mixture. How simple is this? Come on.
It is simple.
Now, it's going to proof
It's
up a
simple when
little
you
bit.
do it.
No, well, it's good. But remember, what's an egg do when you cook it? It's going to be like a souffle.
Okay.
So it's going to rise a little bit. And then all we're going to do is put that in a little bit of water, about a ½ inch up, and we're going to bake it. And it comes out and it looks just like this. Here's what it actually looks like when it's baked. And then we just flip it over.
Just some
So you
beautiful
can make
flan
a
right
dozen
there.
of them. You really can. It doesn't hurt at all to make that many.
Okay, and you would recommend doing this for maybe a Thanksgiving?
Oh, a Thanksgiving side dish. Yeah, and you take it right out of the oven, just, you know, maybe 300, and it's just nice. And it's, when you cut into it, the cheese kind of flows, almost like a lava cake.
Okay, now we're going to switch gears a little bit to tiramisu. And when you told me we were doing dessert here in the kitchen, I was so excited.
Yeah, and who doesn't love tiramisu? Seriously, you think about it.
Delicious.
So what's tiramisu? It's mascarpone cheese. It's eggs, which, here's a little tip on the eggs. I collared the eggs beforehand, so we're not eating a raw egg. We collared them at 140 degrees just for about a minute. So it didn't boil them, but it cooked them, okay? And then we have, of course, our mascarpone, a little bit of Kahlua, maybe a little rum. What kind of liqueurs do you like?
Oh, we're getting spicy here.
Yeah,
I
maybe
think
a little
Kahlua
amaretto.
would be tasty, yeah.
And don't worry about not having, everybody's always worried, I don't have lady fingers. Use a white cake. Use a yellow cake.
I love
and
that.
And you can soak that also. Coffee, now espresso, come on, that's what it's all about in Italy, of course, Milan. And this is when we get into a controversy.
Yeah, I want to hear about this controversy. Baltimore or Milan? I don't know.
Exactly. Now, Milan, of course, tiramisu means pick me up, like all the great Italian words. Saltimbocca means jump in the mouth. You know, if it's dish is not named after a grandmother or an aunt who passed away, it usually has some significant history behind it. A lot of people argue that it was invented in Milan, but there's a gentleman in Baltimore who says his dessert dates way back.
Okay,
Baltimore,
so we've
Maryland.
got a little argument over the truth.
Yeah, I have to go to that restaurant in Baltimore because my son-in-law lives in Baltimore. He's from Baltimore. So now, here's another thing. Crunchy tiramisu. Why crunchy? Look at this. I mean, it's different than your average tiramisu.
You just want to bite into that.
Yeah, so you get these little lemon biscottis or just hard biscottis that you can get at the coffee shop, or you can make them yourself. You can get, you know, chocolate flavored ones, whatever you want. And you put this on top. My friend Roberto Donna, he was my inspiration, a great chef on the East Coast. And he taught me, you know, you want to make tiramisu, you want to set it apart from everybody else's, and this really does make it separate.
Okay, so if we get a seat to the dinner table for you guys at Thanksgiving, are we going to see some of this?
You'll see pumpkin pie, you'll see pecan pie, and you'll see a little tiramisu at the end. That's my touch.
Because you guys like to do a traditional with some of your favorites.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, well, thank you so much for all of those awesome cooking tips.
Enjoy.
And flan tiramisu. Oh my gosh, it can't get any better than that.
No, it does not.
Thank you, Jasper.
Oh, grazie, grazie.